James, what's up, man? You've been busy.
Dude, you don't even know how busy I've been. It's unbelievable, but it's been great. It's been great.
I'm happy for you, dude, and it's been a fun ride to watch. And I'm excited to talk to you about the Guardians Holiday Special, which in a crazy way, I can't believe I'm saying this, feels like the first step really towards the end of your journey with the Guardians trilogy.
Yeah.
And one of the actors in in this cast has been echoing a similar sentiment to you, saying it's the end of their journey as well, with Dave Bautista,
Yeah.
really telling us, this is his end of his run with Drax. I'd love to hear from you. Starting with the holiday special, how did you work with Dave and what did you want to start to accomplish between this going into Guardians 3 and the end of the trilogy with Drax?
Well, I think that it's the end of the trilogy for all of the Guardians, really. So it's not just Drax, but I think that especially I love the relationship between Mantis and Drax. I think it's such a unique relationship, and they really are kind of like Abbott and Costello, but both are Costellos. But Drax is such an enormous Costello that he outweighs her Costello-ness. But I love the two of them. I love the I wanted to be able to put them at the center of the story as opposed to on the sidelines. I think both of them have, in the past few movies that weren't Guardians movies, have been incredibly sidelined, haven't been utilized so much. And so being able to really tell their story and put their journey at the middle of this was important to me, and to be able to see how talented those two actors are as comedians and dramatically, especially, you see how good Palm is in this show.
They're so good. I mean, I was laughing out loud with them, and they were so good. Another one who's good, man, you introduced the greatest MCU character of all time with Kevin Bacon.
Right,
was he hard to convince to get him on board, and is this his Marvel card?
He was not hard to convince. I directed Kevin in a movie called Super, and we've remained in touch since then. He's really, literally one of the greatest guys in the industry. I love him. I love his relationship with his wife and his family. It's actually something that, being in a family now with two people that have public lives, I aspire to be like him and Kira, like I really do. And he's a great guy. He's a talented guy. He's so fun to be around. There's nobody more professional. And so introducing my favorite MCU character, Kevin Bacon, was really exciting for me.
Listen, my favorite character, you left him on the cutting room floor once with my boy Richard Rider Nova. You left him on that first draft. We all keep talking about it. The Boba Fett was introduced in the holiday special.
He was never in any. I've never seen Richard Rider in any draft of Guardians of the Galaxy.
That's the word on the street, is that Guardians 1 almost had Richard Rider in it.
There were a billion versions of Guardians before I came aboard. Like I guess maybe some script had Richard Rider in it, but like there was a lot of different versions.
Oh, okay. I was going to ask what you were going to do with him, but I'll just go to my next one because it doesn't sound like you were...
Yeah, I was never going to. I never had Richard Rider in anything. Like he's just too big of a character, and he seemed to. I didn't want to, from the beginning when I came on board Guardians, I didn't want to have two human beings. I wanted to have one human being so that he could be surrounded in this world of aliens. And then we realized little by little that all of these characters are the only of their kind. They're the only human being to them,
Yeah.
Groot, Rocket's the only thing. He's raccoon creature. Gamora's the only Zeronian. So
that makes sense.
Yeah,
that makes sense. I love it. And so, listen, as you go from this and you're wrapping up Guardians 3, I just want to ask, there are some really cool kind of reveals, some MCU lore references and ties in the holiday special. You were developing this and filming this while filming Guardians Volume 3. How integral do you feel the story and the details in the holiday special are for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3?
Well, I always try to be balanced with these things. So I think it's wonderful. People should see the holiday special. You're obviously going to learn a lot about where the Guardians have been in the past few years. You're going to see how they now inhabit nowhere. They've got a new ship called the Bowie. They've got a dog is part of their crew now who's, has telekinesis named Cosmo. So you get to learn all that. And then there's a couple of bigger pieces of spoilery lore. You're going to learn all of those things in a way. The holiday special was a Trojan horse for me to sneak in stuff that becomes important in Volume 3, so I don't have to spend a lot of time at the beginning of that movie explaining it. It's also very, very different than Volume 3, because Volume 3 is a very emotional movie, and it tells this story about Rocket and where he came from and where he's going and how that ties into everybody else in the end of this iteration of the Guardians. And so doing this goofy thing like once every 4 days and then going and shooting 4 days of Guardians Volume 3 and then going back, it almost created a lot of whiplash, but it was also almost like the Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special days were like snow days. That was recess. That was fun.
That's awesome, man, dude. It is a great pleasure to get to speak with you and talk to you on this journey. Thank you so much for how kind you are to me all the time and giving me these opportunities. And I can't wait to see what you do going here and going forward, man. Congratulations on everything and the wedding too, dude. Personal and professional. You keep posting W's.
Thanks, dude. Thanks, Brandon.